Capitals have held the upper hand against the Devils this year, and luck has been kind. This series has featured moments of pure comedy and others that were not so funny. New Jersey has been turned away time and again, just as Washington launched into success. A careful ounce of preparation leading to tons of raw skill and scoring power. 2 points are the goal tonight, so block all distraction on Comcast Sportsnet. The temps are lovely in D.C. Comcast Sportsnet presents the NHL and Caps hockey this evening. A pack of Devils approach from New Jersey to face a Capitals club that's well-rested and hungry for exercise. Hold hands and step into the action. Braden Holtby is ready to stand up to the Devils as Alex Ovechkin stays fully informed on the race ahead. It is so nice to see you again. Along with Craig Laughlin, I'm Joe Beninati. We'll bring Al Koken aboard in just a second. The next 16 days for the Capitals are going to be rather interesting. So let's put things in perspective.
Well, the team comes in with 88 points against this Devils team. They're looking to get 90 after tonight. They hold down the first wild card position. They're 3 points behind Pittsburgh in the Met division. 3 points ahead of the surging Ottawa Senators, who, by the way, have lost just one time in their last 17 in regulation. 4 points up on the Bees, who sit outside the top 8. A tough schedule ahead awaits the Caps. Hey, you win all 9, you're in for sure.
Matt Niskanen and his mates idle for the last 4 days. Veteran defender joins Al Koken to discuss the recent itinerary.
Joe, thanks very much. Matt, you guys had a little mini training camp earlier this week. What was the biggest thing you guys wanted to accomplish and take away from that?
Just kind of going over some of our details in our game, our systems, just kind of reinforcing some things so we can play fast and play instinctively tonight.
All right, Matt, we appreciate it.
All right, no problem.
Details, it's all about details, as Joe B. and Locker certainly know.
Al, we hope the Devil aren't in the details tonight. We don't need them involved at all. The Caps need to get their offensive game in a groove. For most of the year, they've relied upon their superstar to provide the goals, and that point's been magnified in recent weeks.
It really has. Ovechkin, the hottest guy in the NHL, 31 goals his last 37 games. Ovechkin holds the highest percentage of team goals in the National Hockey League. 47 of the 212 Caps goals at 22.6. Pacioretty and Nash, 18% plus on their team's total. Pavelski and Stamkos also score a ton.
Locker, when you scan the roster, there are a bunch of guys who could use a shot in the arm to go in the net.
It's always called secondary scoring, a must, especially this time of the year. The second, third, and fourth lines all need to contribute. Cold spells need to heat up, or at least warm up, Joe B. Ward, 1 goal his last 9. Brouwer, 1 in 14. None his last 11. Chimmer, Light, Bear, and Backy cold around the net. 8 goals among those 6 forwards in 127 man games. They've got to light the lamp here tonight.
Early in the season, it appeared as if the Caps and the Devils were playing against each other every other week. Washington took 3 of the first 4 decisions.
Yeah, they've had good games against this Devils team. October 16th, 6 different goal scorers for the Caps. They win 6-2. Mojo, nice wrister, was a game-winning goal. About a month later, the Devils do what they do best. We all know what their game is based on, and that is tough team D and a very good netminder. They needed this miscue, and this is all they needed by Camilleri to beat the Washington Capitals in shutout fashion, 1-0. December 6th up at the Rock, Alzner, Beagle, Like, and Guzzi scored, and that was a dandy by Beagle in their 4-1 win. Then 2 weeks later, we go right back up to New Jersey, Joe B. And Holtby was perfect, left side of the screen. They needed 1 goal. It comes off the stick of Mike Green through a good screen. The Caps roll 4-0.
That was a bullet. 2 of the busiest goalies in the business are going to square off tonight.
Not bad, 127 games between them. Both workhorses, both top 10 save percentage. Schneider 2-2-1 his last 5, 96%. Holtby 3-1 his last 4, 94%. 2 very quick and nimble goaltenders go here tonight in Washington.
Let the game begin. New daddy Brooks Orpik has a smile on his face for good reason. As the resident big hitter in Washington, he's way ahead on his spring training. He's happy to be back to work as the Caps mix it up with the Devils on Comcast Sportsnet. Comcast Sportsnet coverage of Capitals hockey is being brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Sport Automotive, Chevrolet and Honda. Carl Alzner's a sport fan, B12. Visit sportautomotive.com. MedStar Health, official medical team of the Washington Capitals. Mercedes-Benz, located on the web at mbusa.com. And by Crop Metcalf. For all your plumbing needs, call Crop Metcalf, home of the 5-star technician. As dusk settles in the nation's capital, we bring you inside Verizon Center, where the Washington Capitals and the New Jersey Devils are set to square off. Fifth meeting between these division rivals. The Caps have already won the season series, but Alex Ovechkin is focused upon winning tonight. A critical 2 points available against the former head coach of the Caps, who finds himself behind the Devils bench again. That's Adam Oates, part of the coaching staff after sweeping changes in New Jersey.
Well, I think both coaches, for Adam Oates, I'm sure he's got his group fired up. That three-headed coaching staff behind the bench: Scott Stevens, Lou Lamoriello, Adam Oates, Barry Trotz, looking for a rebound game after they lost Sunday night at Winnipeg.
On ice officials, Mike Lego and Dave Jackson. Tim Nowak and Tony Saracola will be the linesmen tonight as the Capitals are in their red jerseys. Jordan Tutu teaming up with Mike Camilleri and Travis Zajac to start things, as they threaten Braden Holtby right off the bat. That one is rammed wide by Camilleri. Nicholas Backstrom in defensive posture for Washington on a round. Alex Ovechkin is there. You're seeing the line combinations and defense pairings for Barry Trotz at the top of the screen. Tim Gleason returns. Nate Schmidt reassigned to the American Hockey League's Hershey Bears. Niskanen there in time. It's going to be an icing call against New Jersey as Locker names the netminders tonight.
Well, two guys that have really been busy this season. Corey Schneider gets another start. He's looking to get to 500. Nice numbers, 2.17928 on the Capitals side. He might play the last 9 games for this team. 35 wins already, 2.18, 924. A shooter's nightmare when you look at those numbers of both these goalies here tonight.
Steven Giunta over to the bench for New Jersey after the icing call. No personnel changes allowed. We're just getting started in this one, the first minute, with Yevgeny Kuznetsov kicked out of the face-off dot by the linesman Nowak. Brouwer wins it for Washington. Alzner pounding that one off the defense in front. This will trickle back to center.
Clipped up high is Elias right after that face-off. The referee's going to come right over to take a look. Veteran guy, the training staff right on the ice. Looked like he was clipped off high after that puck went up in the air, and there you see the blood on the ice. Definitely clipped. Here's a couple of looks at that, Joe. Right off the face-off, there's Brouwer coming up. You'll see the stick coming in and catching him right there. And Elias down in a heap, now on the bench, heading right down the runway to get some repairs and possible stitches.
38-year-old Patrick Elias, #1 all-time when it comes to New Jersey goals, assists, and points. Face-off to come in the neutral territory. Washington downing New Jersey 3 times this season. They split the first 2 meetings in this barn. Alzner retreats away from the advances of Steve Bernier. Turnover to Gomez, looking for Boucher. That never arrives.
And we think Elias might have got hit with the puck. It was hard to decipher with all the sticks, the face mask, and everything around him on that jump puck there by Brouwer, but I think it's the puck that ended up hitting him.
Severson using the boards here, Locker, to get it out, but not clear as the whistle comes. It's a hand pass called. Let's see, he's the clown prince. Oops, make that the crown prince of forecasting.
Yeah, get it right.
Craig's Voice on Value, presented by Morgan Franklin.
Just because we've been off a few days, get it right. Crown is the right word. All systems go, Joe B. Capitals have had a couple of days, a mini training camp Monday and Tuesday to sort out things, to get better in all aspects of their games, to tweak some things, to give the players some reminders. Yesterday's a day off. Now they should have energy to get 2 points tonight.
I still prefer Clown Prince. Second minute of the scoreless first period. Wilson on the run for Washington. Wilson fires. That was deadened and deflected away. Whoa. Fraser gets right into it with Tom Wilson.
Did he ever finish that one? Fraser and Willie going right at it. That was a heavy, heavy collision. He deflected the puck and then finished off Willie, and Willie sort of looked unsuspecting there, and he went flying into the boards there. Big Fraser gets a piece of Capitals tough guy, Wilson.
Fraser listed at 6'4", 220.
That's pretty big.
Second tour of duty for him with the New Jersey Devils.
Spent the first half of the year in Albany in the American Hockey League and then got the nod to come up. We'll have coincidental penalties doled out here. Listen to this. That was a double whammy. First the shoulder and then the complete finish, as both guys are going to go to the box.
Tom Wilson doesn't approve.
I don't think anybody does, and that's why Wilson is sitting in there sort of bemoaning that fact. And there's Alex Ovechkin talking to the referee and saying, what the heck, as both men get roughing minors early on.
Only Steve Downey has taken more penalties than Tom Wilson this season.
But this is an aspect of the Capitals game that is one of the best in the league. They've got 11 4-on-4 goals compared to the Devils, who scored all of 1 and have allowed 5. So this could be an advantage for the guys on home ice.
Andy Green gets the center line, works into the offensive zone. 32-year-old Michigan native.
Yeah, they made a quick change with him on the ice after the opening faceoff. So obviously Scott Stevens, who runs the D for New Jersey, wants Green out every time the Capitals captain is on the ice here tonight.
Backstrom will walk it through center. Scales a rink-wide feed to the new daddy there, Brooks Orpik. Congrats to Brooks and his wife, Erin, as Schneider will cover. McDonald's trivia for you tonight early on. Oh, there's Ronald. Why doesn't he read the question? Which Caps all-time defensemen have scored 70 or more points in a single season, Ronald?
A big sponsor of ours. Obviously, Ronald McDonald, a big part of that. Probably pretty happy with the guy in Ottawa, right? Or do they lock horns, those two guys, a Hamburglar and him?
Well, I don't know. The Hamburglar is getting a lot of attention, so the company loves it.
Yeah.
All smiles in the front row. Who got him those seats, by the way?
I thought you were calling the game up here.
I spent a lot of time in makeup, apparently. Johansson on the go. Merrill shoves him away. 70 seconds left in the 4-on-4 situation. Alsner sweeps this one down low. Marcus Johansson, tailed there by Merrill, walks it all the way to the point. Niskanen to an open Alsner, steps right in and fires. He scores! Carl Alsner.
Even Ronald McDonald loves that goal, as do we up here. Alsner, 5th goal of the season. I just said that the Caps dominate 4-on-4. The New Jersey Devils, a big-time miscue. 2 guys and then 3 guys on one side. Well, someone's open. Look at how clear it was. It was like a breakaway. And then Alsner, right side of the screen. What a nice-looking shot. The old-fashioned lean-away wrister beats Schneider short side. Alsner and the Capitals up 1-0. Nicely done.
Prior to this season, Carl had never scored against the Devils. Now he has a pair against New Jersey. A 4-on-4 strike at the 2:51 mark, giving the Capitals the advantage. 4-on-4 for another 35 seconds. As Larson will clear it in, Mike Green is there. Glanced it off the boards. Fair there to support. Gomez one-hands it back to the point, but that was picked. Gleason for the Caps, shovels it on in. Andy Green will turn. He'll get a lot of ice time tonight. That is usually the case. Youngster, 22-year-old Swede Adam Larson there to help out.
Yeah, he's played well. They're really raving about Larson and his development. Being a top-round pick, it's taken him some time to get into the groove as an NHLer. Obviously, having Stevens now in New Jersey behind the bench, certainly a big part of his way he's been playing of late. Larson is going to be a cornerstone for their blue line for years.
That's Craig Laughlin. I'm Joe Beninati. We'll bring in Al Koken pretty soon as the Caps are on top by 1. Alsner from Niskanen and Johansson just shy of the 3-minute mark. Schneider had some issues with that. It bounces away. Chimera, his pass deflected by Zajac. Skated out by Tutu. Braden Holtby with the traffic instructions for John Carlson as the Devils are in the midst of a line change. Shots on goal are 3-0 for Washington in the game's first 5 minutes. Orpik ahead. That wrister was spoiled by Merrill. Elias has returned after getting hit up high in the face early on in the contest. As the puck leaves the playing surface, we say hello to Al Koken.
Joe, thank you very much. We invite everybody to join our conversation this evening on Twitter. A very simple, direct question. Which player will finish with the most points in the National Hockey League? Get your responses into #CapitalsTalk. Unfortunately, Carl Alzer probably got too late of a start for this, but I think a couple of his teammates could merit some attention, boys.
Definitely, Al. Carl having the best offensive season of his career. Now 7 seasons old.
Isn't that something when they're playing the best team defense they've played in years? And their defense now 156 points, well above last year's total.
Ovechkin breezing back into the offensive zone. Swivels to his backhand. Finds Alzner, who's up in the play again. Back to the front for Ovechkin, and it came on through. Henrique for the Devils. For Steven Gianta. He'll be content to shovel it on in. As we see Niskanen turn, force it up the boards for Backstrom. Further still to Curtis Glencross. On the crisscross there with Brouwer, Larson was in the way.
And notice a real fancy breakout on the tape. Quick exit's going to be critical here tonight. I think in Winnipeg, I wasn't so pleased with the way they broke out of the zone. We see early signs of good things here for the guys in red.
Capitals spent the past couple of days working on that in practice locker. Getting out of the zone swiftly as this is buzzed wide of the goal. Kept it in the point position by Larson. He bluffs the slapper. Andy Green pulls the trigger. That floats wide. Played on back out through center. Evgeny Kuznetsov will put some heat on Andy Green, who just staved him off. Tom Wilson steps into the offensive zone. Wilson right to the cooker. Pad save Schneider. 1-0 for Washington. Carl Alzner at the 2:51 mark. The Caps so good this year when they strike first. They've done so early tonight. Carlson absorbed that hit from Ruutu, who went flying. Dinah Zubris sends one through the paint. Fraser putters it into the corner. Ruutu on the interchange. To point position, Jelena bombs away. That was blocked. It broke the stick of Brooks Light. Ruutu emerging with it along the backboard. Zubris, the former Cap there, twisted around. Tuomo Ruutu, Finnish born, to the slot off the boot. Zubris doesn't get the puck to cooperate. Like still there without his stick, and help comes from Tom Wilson, who will clear.
That was a hard-working shift for the Zubris line. You mentioned that first goal, so important for the Caps. When you look at the second half of the season, hasn't really happened a whole lot, just 11 times in the previous 30 games. But when they do score first in those 11 games, they are 9-1-1.
On the Toyota League leaderboard, these are the top 5 point producers in the NHL.
Yeah, Crosby sits at the top, one better than Tavares and Voracek. OV and Backstrom nipping at their heels. You know, with the 4 days off, point changes in the NHL, leaders change. The two Caps Gunners got to get her going to get that top spot.
Backstrom, so many assists, 54 to be specific. He had 61 a year ago. As the Devils retreat, Jelena taps it on. Merrill is pinched to the boards. Caps with an early 1-0 advantage if you're just tuning in with us this Thursday night on CSN. Chimera lurking. Jason Chimera flushed out by Jelena. He'll choose Michael Latta, who's hiding back behind the cage. Latta to the front. Just missing there for Chimera, and the Caps will get reorganized with Niskanen.
And there you see some of the shakeups and different line combos that we've seen from the past. It was usually fair centering that line with Wardo and Chimera. The wingers stay the same. Michael Latta moves in that slot.
Johansson snaps that pass across, and Merrill steers it out of play about 5 rows into the spectator seats. Carl Alzner, they asked him to be more offensive-minded this year. He has. Picks a corner neatly there. Hope you're enjoying this one with the NHL on Comcast Sportsnet and the Caps in front by 1. Locker Star Treks presented by Toyota. It's a pair of centers who operate in different ways.
Yeah, Scotty Gomez, what a great year he's had actually for the Devils, Joe. You know, he came back, 30 points now on a tryout basis in 49 games. Third line pivot for Eric Fair, 29 points, 18 of them goals. Converted from a winger to a center this year and has blossomed, and a big part of the Caps resurgent here this season.
Devils lost to LA Monday. Scott Gomez tallied in that setback as the Caps test Schneider right off the draw. Ovechkin leads the league in shots.
And another set play right off the face-off. As you see Nick Backstrom, the Capitals as a team are at 51.5. Last year, just over 48. That is a set play. It all starts with a win, sort of a knuckle puck that couldn't get by Schneider.
Capitals now have the first 5 shots in this game. Braden Holtby has yet to face a test from the Devils yet. Henrique will clear in. Steven Gianta and Patrick Elias joining him up front as they quarrel for it. Steven Gianta has it kicked free. It comes right to the front there as Holtby will sweep it aside. Marcus Johansson in stride to Niskanen. Drops to Ovechkin. Alex Ovechkin spins, slams on the brakes, got ripped off there, and this is a potential odd man rush. Henrique closing with Steven Gianta. Back to Henrique on the deflection, and Holtby was right there.
Capitals fortunate there. That was actually a 3-on-1. They didn't really have the legs to push the pace. They were a little tired too, coming out of their zone.
Merrill snaps this one off the boards. It bounces right to the doorstep there as Holtby was waiting. Matt Niskanen teaming up with Alex Ovechkin on the clear. He ran into a double team. Brouwer delivers just out of reach for Nicklas Backstrom. This turns out to be an icing call against Washington.
Man, the Capitals fortunate there. They got caught pinching up in the neutral zone. Notice 4 guys in on the cycle. That means they're breaking out the other way. 3-on-1. Good intercept there. And notice how sharp the angle that had to be as Orpik pushes everything outside on Gianta, and he couldn't get it across.
Severson tees it up for a turning Reed Boucher. This is the 20-year-old Damon Severson who had a 2-goal game against Washington earlier in the campaign. Bernier towards the cage. That went off of Holtby's pad.
Yeah, and missed 31 games because of a broken ankle off the slap shot of Alex Ovechkin. Actually played on it for 5 games after we played them, then realized, you know, this isn't feeling any good. It was actually broke and missed 31 games this season.
Severson through center will dump it hard around. Slowed down there by Holtby as Green will try the other flank with Gleason. He peppers it ahead. Glenn Cross from wing to wing. Mike Green gets up into the flow. To the front and caroms wide of Corey Schneider in the cage once more for New Jersey. Backed up by Keith Kincaid. Justin Peters sitting second to Braden Holtby tonight. Zubris upended there. Rattled pretty good by Tim Gleason. Mike Green pouncing on it for Washington. Yevgeny Kuznetsov in tight quarters, only as far as the center stripe as the Caps are looking to change. Barry Trotz was giving a lot of credit to Mike Latta for his performance in Winnipeg recently.
I thought he played great. I thought that whole line really created the bulk of the Capitals scoring chances 5-on-5 with Like and company, Like and Wilson and Latta. A very good trio in Winnipeg.
Michael Latta finding himself together with Jason Chimera and Joel Ward for the moment, as he has been from the outset of the game and the past couple of days in practice, as Al Koken was mentioning, a almost mini training camp-like performance with the Caps having 4 idle days. Zajac towards the goal, matched up there with Carlson, counter-punching, it's Ward. 2-on-2 with Chimera. Ladles this one to the slot. Ward was dogged there by Tutu. They dig for it down low. Zajac will bump it away. As we've crossed the midway mark of this first period, 1-0 for Washington. Carl Alsner's 5th of the year at .251. It was a 4-on-4 goal, Locker, and it was the first 4-on-4 goal this season, Craig, by a Capital defender.
Yeah, interesting, isn't that? They use everybody. 4-on-4, they just misread that, and the Capitals were able to jump on a New Jersey defensive miscue.
Timeout here at Verizon Center. Back for more with the NHL on CSN.
Capitals are standing and applauding former Capital captain Jeff Halpern being honored here. We're with Todd Reirden. Todd, we know Carl Alston's a really good defensive defenseman. What's been your message to him on the offensive side?
Yeah, certainly. I think systematically we've set him up for more success this year. He's been able to pinch down and keep more pucks alive. And, you know, to his credit, he's really worked on his offensive game, and his numbers have shown it. So real happy with this year.
That was a pretty nice night, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was a great goal. We'll take it.
All right. We appreciate Todd Reirden joining us in Illegal Seafood's Bite of the Night.
Gentlemen, thank you very much. As Niskanen works in from point position, where does the time go, Todd Reirden? 25 years ago, a New Jersey Devils draft pick.
Yeah, interesting. 1990. Can you believe that? Now he's behind the bench for this Caps team, having played in the NHL, having coached in other towns, and now here in Washington.
Carl Alsner on the board from Niskanen and Johansson. Early in the contest, Steven Gionta had a chance there that wiggled off of his blade. Elias turns it on back. Tom Wilson with a high hit there. That really caught Jelena.
Yeah.
He stays down.
Sort of like and Wilson, a capital sandwich there at neutral zone, right at the stripe. Got hit on one side, got hit on the front, got hit on the back. And Jelena down. Again, the trainer out for the second time in this hockey game. Wants to come to Elias's aid and now to Jelena's age. Here it is. Here's the sandwich in the neutral zone. There's front and there's back. Big collision, Like and Wilson on Jelena.
Jelena stays down. Just now getting back up to his skates and under his own power.
Just speed of the game and the size of these players. Definitely not a penalty involved there. It's just a sandwich at neutral ice. Like and Wilson. A little bit dazed. He's going to be all right, I think.
A hit like that can't feel very good to the back ribs.
And then you're falling forward to take some of the brunt of that, and you run right into Brooks' Lake's chest. So it's a double whammy for their young defenseman.
Jelena makes his way back. Former Michigan Wolverine in his collegiate days.
Yeah, not related to the former
I apologize.
Jelena.
Yeah, I take that back. I was getting him confused with Merrill.
Yes.
On the clear in. Larson is there. Caps in possession. Green moves it along. Marcus Johansson 2-on-2. Fires, and a good blocker save there by Schneider.
Yeah, that was well read all along by the defenseman who noticed it was a 2-on-1. He took away Ovechkin, forcing the shot from Mojo, which is allowing the goaltender to take that shot rather than the pass across laterally. Good play defensively.
Andy Green, the best of the Devils defenders when it comes to plus minus. Getting help from Larson, who will clear off the glass and back to center. Nimble moves there by Mike Green to send in Backstrom. As he waits, cross rink for Ward. South of the goal line for Ovechkin. His pass intercepted. Alex points it for Orpik. Bombs away wide intentionally, looking for the carom. Carlson keeps it alive. Latta, wing to wing. Orpik fires off of Bernier. Chimera moves in, has plenty of room. Kept to the outside by Scott Gomez as the Devils build some momentum back through center. Ruutu getting help from Josephson on the move. Zubris joins the act. The numbers are way down for Dynus this season. Just 3 goals.
Yeah, he went through the longest drought of his career this season. He endured 49 games without scoring a goal.
That's far too long.
Yeah,
I don't believe he has a goal at home this year.
I think you're right.
Merrill towards the cage. Follow-up chance, and Holtby makes a smart-looking stop there on Ruutu.
Best save of the game right there. Best chance for the Devils.
Ruutu digging in along the goal line. Help comes from Dynus Zubris. Then Severson with Merrill to the high slot. Josephson turns it wide. John Carlson looking to play it out. Ward will help him do so. Chimera will scuttle the Devils into their own zone with 5:25 left in this first period. A 1-0 advantage afforded the Caps by Carl Alsner. Good takeaway. The slot set up there for Glenn Cross goes wide as Kuznetsov was playing the playmaker role. Merrill on the delay, waiting for a passing lane to develop. The youngster Severson snakes his way through center, then Jamber Tutu with a pass. Glenn Cross. Feed that was blocked. 4 in the scrum. Kept by Niskanen towards the cage and snapped out of the air by Corey Schneider. We'll get you back for the conclusion of this first period in just a few moments. 1-0 DC. Nice for Caps fans, and for the Caps to be back on home ice. They lead the Devils by 1. Chuck Gormley is our Caps insider, presented by Burke and Herbert Bank, and he has more on the Caps Iron Man and the goal.
Well, Joe, I asked Barry Trotz with 3 games in 4 days, are you going to keep riding Braden Holtby? He said, until we get an asterisk or a star next to our name in the standings, he's going to be the guy I'm going to go with. It might be every game this season. So if he plays 9 games the rest of the way, he'll match Ole Kolzig's record, 73 games in 1 season.
And he's flourishing, Chuck. Continue to follow Chuck and read his work at csnwashington.com. Barry Trotz was saying a lot of things earlier today and in recent days. The one that caught my attention was do your job, don't duplicate someone else's.
And that often happens in the defensive zone. Important on sort-outs, just worrying about your positioning, your assignments. Sometimes you try to cover up for somebody, that leads to breakdowns. It's all about knowing where and when to be all over the ice. Barry Trotz, 16th season, and closing in on a real nice milestone of 600 wins.
4 away from that for Barry. He and his Charges hoping to re-exert that home ice dominance. You think about it, they've split their last 6 here. They've split their last 10 here. With 9 games, including tonight, remaining, they know every point is precious until they find that asterisk.
Yeah,
that star that says you've qualified for the playoffs.
Yes, indeed. And they're going to need some points. They're going to need some help. But if they win 7 of 9, they're going to be in for sure. I don't care about any scenario that happens.
Washington Capitals and Telos Corporation, they're raising money for the nonprofit organization TAPS through the sale of Courage caps and t-shirts. Help support those who've suffered the loss of a military loved one. Go to WashingtonCaps.com. Purchase your Courage cap and t-shirt today. Very interesting night around the NHL with 10 other games going on this evening. A whole bunch of them with the playoff implications. Pittsburgh and Carolina. And the Caps have eyes on the Penguins as Boucher settles. Puts that one off the defender. Gleason in wide. Brandon Sutter and Eric Stahl have exchanged markers in Raleigh. It's 1-1.
Yeah, not only does Trotz want to finish off and get into the playoffs, he wants to move up in the standings, and why not? They're right on the heels of the Pittsburgh Penguins. They could catch them very easily to move up in the standings.
You're seeing a whole volley of scores out of town pass by, setting you up for the remainder of the night on the NHL calendar as Michael Latta sprinkles this one in. Schneider gets there ahead of a hard-charging Jason Chimera. It's Severson teaming up with Merrill through center. Josephson sends it out wide for Zubrin. Orpik was where he needed to be defensively, and Latta will clear it on down. This will be icing against Washington. Blocker, the Nissan road to the playoffs. We're looking at the Eastern Conference top to bottom.
And it's amazing to me how quickly the Ottawa Senators piled on all those wins. 1 regulation loss in the last 17. They play the Rangers tonight, nipping at the heels of the Caps, passing the Bruins. The Panthers still have life, but I'm not sure they can make the mark, Joe. It could come down to Bruins, Caps, and Ottawa. 2 of those 3 teams getting the 2 wild cards.
Capitals are within 5 of the Islanders. The Islanders and the Los Angeles Kings tonight as the Kings continue what's been a pretty solid road swing for them. Zajac arm in arm with John Carlson, who was born in Massachusetts but spent most of his childhood in New Jersey. Went to St. Joseph's High in Metuchen. Grew up, I want to say, in Colonia, New Jersey. Final 2:45 to go in this opening period. Zajac dodging Nicholas Backstrom. Zajac on the feed, Camilleri right back to him, and Holtby makes the stop, and the rebound 2 on Tutu.
Yeah, good passing play by their top trio. Tutu plays that top right flank. Good passing sequence all around for the Devils. Their best thrust here in the first.
This one's bombed in from center by Larson. Niskanen waiting for Henrique in the corner. Steven Giunta there. Skip the pass back, and Ovechkin will counterpunch. Alex Ovechkin working to the outside. Lost his balance. Andy Green nudged it along, and Henrique will chisel it back to center. 2 minutes separating us from Zayo. Intermission live. Gleason settles it down, plays it ahead for Ovechkin. On target to Brouwer on the toe drag move there. We get the whistle. This is offside against the Caps.
Braden Holtby moments ago had his best saves of the game on our 84 Lumber slow-mo cam. There's one, couldn't corral the rebound, and Jordan Tutu, who's had a heck of a season, looking to get into double digits with 9 coming in, couldn't pop his 10th past Braden Holtby. First half of this period, no rubber his way. Second half, they put up 5 shots against Braden.
Interesting that when he needs to, Braden Holtby can do that knee walking exercise that we see so many goalies do. Braden's not altogether partial to that, but he's so quick at it when he performs it. It was well done there to make a combination save. He often tells me, I'd rather get back up out of the butterfly after the initial stop, so he has that power push available to him. Long slapper, another rejection as Holtby was in the top of the crease. Did Severson keep that in? He did. This is still onside with 1:15 to go. As Alzner drives it in. Carl Alzner has the game's only marker. It came at 2:51. A well-placed shot on the stick side of Corey Schneider.
Now that's what you got to do against goaltenders that often go down there to the butterfly. You've got to have precise shots. And that's 14 to 16 inches above the right pad. Perfectly placed wrist shot.
The hitting intensifies late in this period. Dinas Zubris barreling out of his own zone, forced back. Andy Green run to the ditch there by Tom Wilson. As Orpik is lowering the boom. Route 2 ahead. Wilson on the back check. Helping hockey stick from John Carlson with 25 ticks remaining in the first.
And the Devils right back to that trap formation in the neutral zone. They got away a little bit from that with Pete DeBoer, who wanted to open it up a little bit to create more offense. Well, now with Lamoriello, Stevens, Oates behind the bench, they've become a better team between the two blue lines. And you've got to make good passes and short passes through there to get past the Devils team.
The Devils trapping? Never.
Yes.
Never. As the horn sounds, ending 20 minutes. Carl Alzner's 5th of the year came 4-on-4 from Niskanen and Johansson. The Capitals file off to the dressing room, one better than the visiting Devils. Zayo Intermission Live is coming up. Back to the studio soon. Al Koken with a special guest. Highlights and stats from up here in the booth and locker will be telestrating in just a few moments. Red, white, and blue back on ice at Verizon Center, led by the captain. The Caps have the 1-goal advantage. We send you to the studio now, Rob Carlin and Alan May. Again, Al with you tonight. Tonight's timeless moment brought to you by Coors Banquet. There's a new daddy on defense.
Yeah, Brooks Orpik. Congratulations to Brooks and Aaron Orpik on the birth of their baby girl, Harlow Lily Orpik. Now 11 different players have kids. This is a team that's growing up, Joe B, right in front of us.
And a few more expectant papas in the days and weeks ahead, if I'm not mistaken.
Perfect timing for Brooks, right? 4 days off. Was probably a little worried, maybe being stuck in Winnipeg, but they got it. And that's great to see. They got a nice little baby girl.
Well done. Congratulations all around. Washington on the strength of a Carl Alzner goal, a 1-0 leader over the Devils. As we begin play in period 2, even in full strength, there was not a power play in the opening period either way. Andy Green for the visiting Devils in the white. He'll clear it on down. Washington has taken 3 of the first between these two, and this is the 5th and final get-together in the regular season, including tonight. Just 9 games remaining for Washington. Ovechkin rumbles in. Waits, then fires, had it blocked by Andy Green, and it's out of play.
And Green's going to be his shadow here tonight. It's me and my shadow. That's the matchup they want against the grade 8. Averages about 5 shots per game. Well in front of anybody when it comes to shots. And there's their veteran guy. You know, he's wearing the A. And Salvador Joby, who's the captain, not sure if he's coming back. He's injured. And if he doesn't come back, there may be a captain and a C put on his jersey.
As Schneider makes that stop blocker on a long-range bullet from John Carlson. Bryce Salvador, Ryan Clough, been missing for so long for these Devils. Merrill makes a break for it. Severson sidestepping Yevgeny Kuznetsov. On the run through center. Working out there wide. Holtby makes the stick save. 2-2 and Zajac and Camilleri on the ice. Out of town scoreboard. We're keeping an eye on it throughout. It's the Rangers and Senators tied up at 1 apiece. Kreider on the board for New York. The youngster Lazar has tallied for Ottawa.
Yeah, that's a big one, you know, for the Senators and the Caps. You know, the Caps hoping that the Rangers beat the Senators here tonight.
Chance for us to see Henrik Lundqvist, you think, on Sunday afternoon?
I think so. I really think they want to get him in some games. Talbot has done a wonderful job coming in when the King went down, and I think we are going to see him come Sunday afternoon.
Capitals between now and then a date with the Nashville Predators on Saturday here. Another matinee. Tom Wilson in the offensive zone along with Brooks Laich and Eric Fair, a newly assembled trio. Mike Green helping out with a pinch in from the point. Fair covering up. Score! Eric Fair from way downtown.
Well, we were craving secondary scoring, and Eric Fair was one of the guys on that list for the Caps. 2 goals his last 22 games. This one ricochets off his stick right there, and the goalie did not see it all the way to the crossbar and down. Eric Fair strikes for the Caps. One more look, but look at the reaction of Schneider. It's an alley-oop, and he's still looking for it. It hits the crossbar and goes down. Nobody hits it in front of the net. Crossbar and down, and look at Schneider still looking for it. 2-0 Caps.
Eric Fair with his 19th on the season, a career best 21 back in 2010 when the Caps were President's Trophy winners. Fair on the board at 135 of the second as the Caps are whistled for icing.
19th goal, now 11 away from 100 in his NHL career. One of the things the Capitals want to work on is getting shots to the net. Any shot is a good shot, and that just proved the point on that long-range drive.
It'll go down as an unassisted goal for Fair, who had been pointless in his last 8 outings, as the Caps now have a 2-0 advantage for Braden Holtby to protect as he clamps onto that loose puck. He's telling me that Mike Camilleri is a very deceptive shooter, a very sneaky release.
And that was sort of a breakdown off the face-off. You don't want to leave Camilleri that wide open. He's the one guy that you've got to be worried about on a consistent basis. You look on their roster, not too many guys close to the 20 mark. He's got 25. That's an excellent early second period save.
John Carlson will ram it around. Johansson with the puck, looking for Nicholas Backstrom. It's Johansson, Backstrom, and Ovechkin on the ice in red for Washington. Caps out shooting the Devils to this point in the contest 10-8. Orpik's pass, finding Johansson, and he'll brush it back in.
And that shots is not a surprise, Joe. This Devils team has been outshot 12 straight games. Could be the 13th here tonight.
As Holtby leaves for returning Carlson. Only Buffalo with fewer shots on goal throughout the entirety of the season than these Devils, who are a low-scoring squad. You look at their record overall, and then you think about what Corey Schneider does from a save percentage standpoint and a goals against average standpoint. It's hard to fathom as good as his numbers are.
It's remarkable. I look at his save percentage more than goals against and those type of things. His save percentage, where it is downright impressive. You know, he's got to keep this team in each and every game, and he doesn't wilt under the pressure that he has behind the net.
Two teams are working 5-on-5, just getting back from the icebox. Fair unassisted at 135 has given Washington the 2-goal advantage. As Glenn Cross works to the corner. Gets help from Yevgeny Kuznetsov. Brouwer points it for Gleason. Lets it fly, deflected away in front by Andy Green.
Well, Kuznetsov and Ovi were the only guys to score 5-on-5 the previous 6 games, so it's nice to see another forward involved here with the second goal in Eric Fair.
Alex Ovechkin 3 away from 50. When he gets to 50, he'll tie Peter Bondra for the all-time goal-scoring record in Washington. Through 2 there to Badger Gleason. Chimera able to get it out, puts it on the blade of Brouwer, then the bump set quickly for a wrister that's flagged down as Schneider makes the stop on Latta. Thompson Creek with this window of opportunity. It's been a rough game tonight between these two.
Yeah, here's some body blows. Nice hit down low. That started a little bit of a fracas. Both guys went to the box. Carlson involved. The double whammy there. Again, Gleason involved, and this is the big-time sandwich at center ice on Jelena. Orpik has been giving and taking some hits here in this hockey game. Pretty feisty here through 2 periods between the Devs and the Caps.
No defender in the NHL with more hits than 44 red for Washington. And Brooks Orpik's in a hitting mood tonight. Chimera skids to a stop along the boards, looking for Latta as he's locked up with a tough customer, Fraser, on the back end for the Devils. Just shy of the 4-minute mark in the second period. You saw the hit totals between these two, closing in on 30. They jam for it. Latta emerging. Michael Latta gets a pick. Spins off of Fraser, then finds Chimera. They work the cycle to the front for Latta at the doorstep. Schneider the save. Niskanen with a drive that goes over top of the cage and out of play.
The Capitals getting some great traffic in front of Schneider, something that you've got to do against elite goaltenders. But it's easier said than done some nights. But notice the red jerseys, good positioning, Latta the stuff, Wardle there, and watch when the shot comes. Look at Wardle looking around, and that just beelines right over the helmet. Might have even hit that face mask of Schneider, but the first jam attempt real nice in front of the net.
Ensuing face-off to come with Chimera and Ward watching from the bench. Nicholas Backstrom tying up his opposite number, Scott Gomez, as the Caps work 5-on-5 with Orpik in charge. Deflected away by Reed Boucher. Boucher in the lineup. Only his 6th NHL game this season.
Well, I think they're giving a lot of youngsters some looks. You know, you look at Albany, a lot of call-ups to have a look the last 9 games the Devils play.
Johansson takes this off the dasher. Andy Green's right there with him, shoulder to shoulder. Marcus Johansson fighting through the wash there. Backstrom helping.
And Bernier can hardly get through the door at the Devils bench. He was hit right at the center ice strike by Brooks Orpik.
We just showed that basically on one knee going through the open doorway. Bernier playing NHL game number 601 tonight. Devils in the offensive zone. 2-2 runs the cycle for Gomez. Drafted there by Backstrom. Johansson will clamp onto it for Washington. Approaching the 5.5-minute mark of the second. As Ovechkin works in, lets this one go off of Merrill. Alsner back in the first. Fair here in the second. Washington has the lead by 2. As Merrill breezes back through center with Camilleri. Alsner was quick to keep an eye on him.
And it was nice for the Caps to get a goal in the first period against a very stingy Devils team. Coming into tonight's action, they had allowed the fewest first period goals, only 35. Their second and third periods, however, too wide open. They allow a lot of goals, something that Capitals could jump on here tonight.
With momentum through center comes Brouwer. Arm in arm there with Fraser, and Schneider will clamp onto it. Corey Schneider covers up.
And Brooks Orpik probably not getting a whole lot of sleep, so he's probably a little ornery here tonight, as he's been throwing it around. And there's Bernier still smarting at center ice. There's the shot by Brooks Orpik right into the back, into the numbers. And the nameplate of Bernier wasn't detected by the referee from that push from Brooks Orpik.
Caps have the lead by 2. Bernier still smarting at the bench. North of the border, Dan Boyle's given the Rangers a 2-1 lead over Ottawa. As we keep an eye on the Eastern Conference, there's that Rangers score. Caps have a date with the Senators to come next week in that very barn. and that will be a huge game.
Yeah, it will be. I mean, you look forward to some games, and that's one I'm looking forward to. Ottawa's always buzzing up there. They're playing on a real high right now, the way they've came in, the way their goaltender has come in, an unknown guy, and carried them this far. It's a great story. It's a great story for the NHL. It's a great story for the Ottawa Senators.
Devils will stay on the road. They'll be in Carolina Saturday as Fraser moves it along. Elias should clear it in. Gleason gets there ahead of a hard-charging Henry. Steven Gianta knocks it loose. There's Mike Green for Washington. Creatively past the forecheck. Light speed for Fair. This is offside against Washington. 6 minutes, 48 seconds into period 2. The Capitals have tacked one on. They lead the Devils 2-0.
Capitals have added to their lead. Eric Fair has made it 2-0 Washington. Speaking of Eric Fair, he gave me a good example of how grueling these last 2 days of practices have been for the Washington Capitals. He was able to break in a brand new pair of skates in just those 2 practices. Now, both he and equipment manager Brock Miles tell me it takes him normally much longer to break in a new pair of skates, but he got it done in those 2 practices. And Locker, I got to ask you, is it a little unusual this late in the year to get new skates broken in, and particularly for the possible long playoff run ahead?
Aldo, no way. I love new skates, and you always try to gear up for the playoffs. So you'd have a set of skates you wore majority of the season. This time of year, you always want the new skates coming in. There's more support. You feel stronger on the blades. It only takes a couple of days to get them ready. At most, when I played, I had an interesting lining in my skate boot called Cambrel. It's sort of a polyester synthetic. I used to take my skates home, guys, put them in the oven, because at the time that was not the rage. They don't have these automatic ovens now to mold my skates. The one time I took them home, the trainers weren't happy. The blades melted. So I had to come in the next day and get new blades put on them. The plastic melted. But new skates make you skate better and you feel more comfortable.
The blades melted. That explains,
the white part.
So much. Explains so much. Gomez on the go.
The blade holder.
I understand. You know where I'm headed. Orpik trying to spring Ovechkin at the attacking line. He'll sweep it in. Corey Schneider pierced twice in the contest so far. Alsner's 5th, Fair's 19th. Severson ran into traffic. Marcus Johansson was waiting for him. Boucher plays it out wide for Gomez. The Alaska native looking to the front. John Carlson was on patrol.
He's been pretty good, hasn't he? Considering he came in as a tryout player for this Devils team.
It is Gomez with a puck right now. Looking for Bernier, who is back in business after being dinged up here in the second period. Merrill closes, fires it wide, missed it on the short side there. Ovechkin threw it back into the traffic. Carlson's there to help. Ovechkin took a bump from Boucher as Backstrom works in. It's a 3-on-2 developing with Johansson. Fires, that's blocked by Merrill. Zajac with some get up and go. Carl Alsner said of Travis Zajac, he's a really strong all-around player. There are times when you don't think he's getting a lot accomplished, but he is.
And you always want more from him. You know, he's playing in that top pivot position, just 10 goals, 22 assists. But he's a guy that plays over 19 minutes a game. He's very good at both sides of the puck. A #1 pivot that's signed in New Jersey long term.
Just about halfway home in this contest. The Caps have won 3 of their last 4. Trying to pick up win number 40 tonight. Zajac digging in for the Devils. 2-2 on for Camilleri. He'll clear it in. Shots on goal, just 12-11 in the contest, and we're about 30 minutes old. Brouwer on the go. Fidgets out wide. Turns on Larson. Right to the net. He snapped it high.
I love those hands of Troy Brouwer. Hands and speed, and a young defenseman bit on his move on the curl and drag.
This dribble to the doorstep. Fraser wants Schneider to cover, and Corey will cooperate. Caps have a 2-0 advantage. It's time now for our military salute that's brought to you by Pentagon Federal Credit Union. Tonight's honoree, Staff Sergeant Destiny R. Yaden, who's been an active member of the U.S. Air Force since 2008. Destiny, we thank you and your fellow servicemen and women for all your sacrifices to keep us safe. We sure do appreciate it. We are here at Verizon Center tonight. One of 11 games going on on a Thursday throughout the NHL. Franz Nielsen has lifted the Islanders to an advantage on home ice against the defending Cup champs. The LA Kings are in town as Gleason bombs that one off the blocker of Schneider and out of play.
And so hard it knocked his stick right out of the grip of that blocker glove. Glees back in the lineup. As you look at Schneider, obviously the guy for many, many years, going to be him between the pipes. Once Brodeur left, it's his cage and his alone, much the same as the Caps have Braden Holtby.
Schneider, all of a sudden an 8th-year pro. He came to New Jersey by way of Vancouver, a trade for a first-round pick. And at the tender age of 29 is just about to blossom into his best years.
His favorite goalie growing up was Mike Richter. Sort of has that look to him in his style.
I've heard of him.
Yes, you have.
As Merrill looks to leave the zone. This is propelled back into the New Jersey end. Caps have done a very nice job defensively, and that's got to be pleasing to Barry Trotz and his coaching staff, perhaps the most, as the puck leaves the playing surface. A chance for us to step away. We'll get you back for more in the second period.
The Capitals with the 2-0 lead, joined by Caps assistant coach Lane Lambert. A couple hard days of practice, some new line combinations. You like what you've seen so far?
Yeah, so far. You know, that's the thing about this time of the year. You get into a rhythm, and the days off are critical because you need the rest, but at the same time you lose a little bit of your rhythm. Started the game pretty well, and then I thought we took a little bit of a step back in the first period, but I think our legs are coming here now. So so far so good, and the combinations are working out well.
All right, Lane, we appreciate that very much. You probably saw Jason Chimera talking to referee Mike Lego, trying to explain why there was no call with that left cut over Jason Chimera's eye. All of that in Illegal Seafood's Bite of the Night.
Action-packed, Al Koken cramming as much as possible into that report.
Lots of info.
Caps in the offensive zone, leading by 2. Niskanen fires from deep. That's blocked, and Henrique will go the other way along with Patrick Elias. Niskanen jams it ahead. The Caps are still working without Dmitry Orlov, John Erskine, and Jay Beagle. Good to see Erskine and Beagle on the ice earlier today after the team left the rink at Kettler. They took the ice with Mark Nemish.
Yeah, that's good to see. Guys getting healthier. Not sure if Erskine's going to be able to return. You would think Beagle would be sooner rather than later.
Barry Trotz did say, though, do not expect Beagle in the weekend ahead. It would be unlikely to see him at all possible by New York, but more than likely Jay is going to wait till next week. Merrill plays it on.
That's a tough stretch for this Capitals team. 7 games in 11 days. You know, you think you get a rest, and you do, but then all of a sudden you got to pay for that rest with this very tough schedule ahead.
Ovechkin surrounded there by 2 Devils. On his way down, lost his balance, still didn't quit on shooting that puck.
Yeah, try to knock down Green to get around him. Instead of going around him, try to go through their defenseman.
The icing call against New Jersey. Folks, the renewal deadline's been extended to March 28th for all season ticket memberships for the 2015-16 season. You can lock in your seats for this spring's Stanley Cup playoffs. Pay as we play by calling 202-266-2350. Join all the Red Rockers in attendance here at Verizon Center. With 8:20 still remaining in this second period, Caps on the strength of goals from Carl Alsner and Eric Fair have a 2-0 lead, trying to take 4 of 5 from the Devils this season. New Jersey won 3 of 4 from the Caps a campaign ago. Carlson down low there for Backstrom. Muscling up with Andy Green. Ovechkin turns the corner, feeds for Orpik. Shake it loose to Carlson. Backstrom with the puck. Pressure comes. Nicholas, the 5th leading scorer in the NHL at the start of the day. Josephson finds Tomo Ruutu, and he'll turn. To the cheers of Let's Go Caps, it's Andy Green through center. All the way around for 2-2. He'll deal it far corner. Carlson has the puck, moves it along for Curtis Glencross, and then Backstrom will float this one into the spectators' seats for the whistle. Washington, 2 better than New Jersey. Anaheim on the board against Boston. Maroon has tallied for Bruce Boudreau's squad. The Rangers are up 2 now. Last man to strike there. Kreider again with his second of the game.
He's a guy to watch come Sunday afternoon up in the Big Apple. He can fly. He's having a great season. They're a very balanced hockey team, and Talbot has held down the fort. We expect to see Lundqvist, as we were talking about in that first period. That's a good litmus test against that Hockey Club Sunday.
Zajac fires, it squirts loose. Zajac nearly deposited the rebound there as Holtby got a break.
Yeah, I'm surprised he couldn't get his forehand on that puck because it was a wide open cage. The puck started below the line. Looked to me from up here, he could have stuffed it on the forehand, just missed.
Brouwer on the feed for Kuznetsov, twisting him around. It's Jelena the other way for the Devils, 3-on-3. Jelena's pass to nobody in particular. Troy Brouwer there for Washington. On the clear ahead, Kuznetsov did not field it cleanly. Jelena broke his stick in half as he dumps it in. The Devils will change. Brouwer on the headman, trying to send in Latta. This is offside against Washington.
And that last opportunity right off the body of Braden Holtby, and didn't realize it, just sat next to him. Watch it here, trying to catch it. He's looking for it, can't find it. Then finally turns his head, and there's that backhand forehand that just misses by Zajac. Our Jeep net cam here tonight on CSN. There's the miss. Pretty good coverage and support by Alzner, who was dropping back. And that's what happens when you don't score those goals. Your head goes down, you lose some confidence. Zajac was going for his 11th of the season.
Alzner and Niskanen there to help out Braden Holtby. Travis has not scored. Zajac, that is, for the Devils this month. On the go, it's Boucher. Played out wide for Bernier. The pass to the front and back checking Chimera is there for the Caps.
Overpassing there by the Devils, plays to the hand of the Caps defensively.
Latta trickles for Ward. Ward on the headman, just out of the reach of Jason Chimera. 6 minutes to go in this second period. It's the NHL on Comcast Sportsnet. Joe Beninati, Craig Laughlin upstairs, Al Koken ringside for you. Delayed penalty call coming up against the Devils as New Jersey goes shorthanded. Referee Mike Lego making the assessment. We'll tell you the infraction when we return as the Caps go a man up. The Devils in the penalty box, 2 minutes for closing his hand on the puck. The Caps have a 2-0 advantage. Earlier tonight we asked you McDonald's trivia. Name the Caps all-time defensemen who've scored 70 or more points in a single season.
That's one of them right there. Scott Stevens, Larry Murphy, maybe Kevin Hatcher. You've got another right.
Mike Green.
There you go. That's our four, we think.
There are four there.
There it is.
Mike Green did it twice. I always think of Sergei Gonchar as more of a goal scorer, not necessarily getting all those assists to add up to a 70-point season, but Mike Green, you had 75 one year, by the way.
Craig Laughlin, right? That might have been when Scotty had 70.
Craig Laughlin, 30 plus 45 in 85-86.
Couldn't win the title either of the team. Too many other good players.
Caps tied for first when it comes to power play productivity this season at 24.9, way better than that at home, almost 28%. Carlson at the midpoint. Shakes it this way for Johansson. Keep it on the boards. Backstrom leads the league in power play assists. Nicholas settles. Topside Carlson. One-time Ovechkin right to the gut of Corey Schneider.
And obviously you have a couple of days of training. You work on different things, including the power play. Hyundai and Alex Ovechkin, Nick Backstrom. Let's take a look at this and these numbers when you look at power play guys. Alex leads in power play goals. Well, you need an assist guy, and it's Nick Backstrom leading everybody. Two better than Yandel, Zetterberg, Giroux, Letang, and Streit, who all make our list tonight.
All presented by your local Hyundai dealers. Let them assist you in scoring the lowest prices on the hottest lineup in America. Washington to the man advantage for another 90 seconds. Shorthanded, this is Elias zooming in. Elias pulls the trigger, pad save, rebound, they score. Zajac.
And that takes 33 seconds, and they strike on a shorthanded situation. The Caps, you know, tinker with the breakouts, tinker with the setups, trying to get more shots. That's one thing they haven't been doing recently in recent games, is getting shots. Well, here it's a good breakout. One pass beats one defender, which creates a 2-on-2, but then the follow-up there with OV, Elias, a nice little play, just getting the puck to the net. And notice around OV, comes Zajac, who had just missed one earlier that we showed you on our replays. This one he puts right between the wickets. 2-1 Caps.
It's the first time Travis Zajac has ever scored against Braden Holtby. Mark it down at 14:41. Shorthanded goal for the Devils, the fourth such that Washington has surrendered this season.
Not sort of the type of Devils you'd think of the past. You know, you'd think of John Madden, you'd think of Brian Ralston, guys like that would score a ton of shorties.
Best way to answer a shorthanded goal, score on the same power play. Evgeny Kuznetsov works in, keeps it alive for Ward, and then Niskanen. Matt Niskanen with Kuznetsov playing the two-man game around Josephson.
That second unit's been very good recently for Barry Trotz.
Kuznetsov fires, a good save there for Schneider. The big rebound for Steven Gianta, 2-on-2 the other way. Gianta winds in, fires. Blocker pad save for Holtby. On the carom, Mike Green will gallop back through center. Toe drag move. Trailing the play was Ward. And it's Fraser who will spill it all the way down to Holtby with 30 seconds left in the Washington man advantage.
Only a couple of shots so far with this extra man attack here in the second. You know, you strike and it's 3-0. This game's probably over. The Devils now making it a game with that shorty.
On the entry, this is Glenn Cross, who has very good numbers in his career against New Jersey. Brouwer denied there by Schneider. A good kick-out stop as Ovechkin will chase it down.
And good numbers this year also for Glenn. 3 goals in 2 games played against the Devils.
Ovechkin right in, short side, shut down by Schneider.
I think everybody thought that was somehow going to roll in at the end of that. There's a tap of the pad. Ovi was hoping as he skated around the net that he'd see that puck roll over the goal line. Got caught up in his equipment. Indirect pass along the wall worked out perfectly. Watch Ovi come, try to beat him short side. There it is. Hits the glove. Look at Schneider and everybody around him, even looking at the net on an isolation of Alex Ovechkin. An indirect pass works out nicely, and there it is under the left pad. Actually hit the glove and fell straight down. He finally was able to find it and cover it.
3:48 in the second period. Devils and Caps are back to even strength as Fair fires high. John Carlson towards the goal, deflected down in front of Corey Schneider. Merrill will swat that to the corner. Brooks Laich with Tom Wilson. Turns, looks to stuff, a stick save for Schneider again. Fair digging for it, and it comes away to Camilleri.
And not a surprise for Schneider, he has the most saves in the National Hockey League among all goaltenders.
Orpik towards the front, there's Fair. Pulls the trigger, had it blocked by Camilleri. Just a shade over 3 minutes with which to work in the second period. 2-1 Washington. Gomez feeds, Jelena whiffed. That's a hard shooting blue liner who didn't get a lot of mustard on that.
No, a good back check there. The Devils getting too many odd man breaks here in this hockey game.
On the go now for the Caps. Here's Carlson. He stumbles before pulling the trigger and missed it on the short side. Fresh troops coming on for both sides as Orpik takes the handoff from Holtby.
It looked like Carlson caught a rut late in the period. We had Fair earlier on during the power play in the same spot. And then Carlson does it too on that opportunity.
Shots on goal in the period are level. Overall for the game with Washington on top by 2 as we get the whistle here.
Our Jeep Netcam Joe B here tonight. Let's take a look at the Ovechkin opportunity. You'll see it close and personal. Here's the shot, hits the glove, hits the right leg, and look where it lands. Right behind our logo, our Jeep Netcam logo, but there it is between the pads. He spins around, he doesn't see it behind him, makes the save on the Capitals captain.
Been a while since these two teams have faced each other, December 20th to be specific, but in that game Ovechkin had a highlight reel goal.
Yeah, he has. He's got 7 goals his last 8 games facing the Devils.
2:10 left in the second period. Larson on for Ruutu. Tuomo Ruutu will clear it off the boards and down. Niskanen will retrieve for Washington. Interchanging with Alzner, who struck in the first period. Henrique for the angle, gloved by Holtby, and he has it secured.
That's a sneaky shot by Henrique. He's been the best player for the Devils as far as points in the month of March. He's always been a crafty forward, one of those guys that you need to play in the top 6. Put up decent numbers this year, Henrique. 40 points, which leads the team. There's that sneaky, sharp angle shot by Henrique, taking a breather at the bench. As you look at his numbers, 8 points in his last 9 games, shows you that he is hot.
25 goals a season ago, his career best. Zajac wins the draw, but he splits the gap between Merrill and Severson on down.
I think he's a potato farmer in the summer, Joe.
Really?
Yeah, his family is. They own a big farm up in the Toronto area.
You've done too much homework.
Yes, I might be wrong, though, with the wrong crop, but I think it's potatoes.
Close enough.
Yeah, it's some vegetable.
Nice. You got that right.
You know what? It might be tobacco. I'm not even sure.
That's not a vegetable.
I know.
This
It's
is
leafy, though, isn't it?
This is spiraling out of control.
I know it is. I'm going to stop on him, okay?
Very good.
I'm done.
Very good. Alex Ovechkin entertaining the New Jersey Devils. Adam Oates, part of the coaching staff. Lou Lamoriello is the president and GM. Oates, Stevens, Albaline, Foligno, and Terreri coaching this team.
Yeah, Lou doesn't go on the ice. He used to go on the ice. Remember, Joe, when he took over a couple of years back? He used to go on the ice with a jacket and his dress slacks and his skates. Now he sits on the bench or he sits upstairs to watch his team practice.
Nicholas Backstrom with 70 seconds to go in the period. At center, Giunta tumbles it into the corner. Henrique there on the forecheck. Getting help from Giunta, but his pass back to the point will chase the defenders into their own zone. Andy Green for Larson in the final minute of period 2. Larson, the 22-year-old Swede, for Green to dump in. Larson lets it go, gloved by Holtby.
Yeah, you know, we've been watching our out-of-town scoreboard all night long. Carolina up at Pittsburgh, Joe B, 4-1. The Rangers up 4-1 over Ottawa. Here's a look at that last long-range shot. Larson steps in front of the defender and gets it to the net. Hard slap shot into the catching mitt of Braden Holtby.
Matt Zuccarello, the last on the board for the Rangers. 3 unanswered after the Lazar strike. New York going along at such a nice clip. Brouwer plays it ahead all the way down. It'll roll wide of Schneider and be icing against the Caps.
Yeah, they're very solid. We're going to see them firsthand, but the Capitals still have this one to get 2 points. Getting some help out of town. They've got to secure 2 points tonight. You know, Rene Lundqvist, we expect to see Saturday and Sunday. They got a big road ahead of them this weekend.
How about Carolina? Eric Stahl, Murphy, McClement, Semin on the board. 3 better than visiting Pittsburgh.
Oh, you know what you get from Carolina? Each and every night they go to work, and if you don't match their work ethic, you're not going to beat the team. I don't care what time of season it is. You've got to match their work ethic, and they're having good luck against Pittsburgh here tonight.
Canes are in here on Tuesday. Final 6 seconds of period 2. Washington's going to take a 2-1 advantage to the dressing room at Verizon Center after 40 minutes. Eric Fair tallying for the Caps. His goal coming at the 1:35 mark. Zajac responded about 13 minutes later. As a result, the Devils and the Capitals are in a 2-1 affair favoring Washington. Here's what we have coming up for you on Zayo Intermission Live. Al Koken with a guest. Highlights and stats from up here in the booth. We'll do a little news and notes with you too from around the NHL on this Thursday night. Washington and New Jersey, the lead is 1 for the Caps. Zayo Intermission Live kicks off right here. Chick Hernandez, Tony Massenberg with a Sports Talk Live preview. Washington Capitals 4th in the Metropolitan Division. The Devils are 6th. The Caps have a 1-goal advantage after 2 periods of play. This is the NHL on Comcast Sportsnet. Earlier tonight we asked you Twitter question, hashtag Capitals Talk. Which player is going to finish the season with the most points, Locker, in the NHL?
Now Tavares and Backstrom at the top will tie Ovi off by a point, Joe B.
Grade 8 getting a lot of love from our fans, as he well should.
Nick Backstrom to finish with the most points on this one.
Nicholas, who leads the league in assists.
Ovi again, so it's Ovi and Backstrom getting a lot of votes tonight here on Twitter.
Art Ross and Hart Trophy mention. Alex's trophy case would be just growing by leaps and bounds.
Another Richard for sure. I don't think anybody can catch him on that one, and possibly the Art Ross.
There are 10 other games going on in the NHL. We're keeping an eye on a bunch of different scores. This one involving Boston at TD Garden.
And this is a sweet move, Joe. Look at the breakout. Ryan Spooner gets it on a 2-on-1, walks in instead of passing, fires at blocker's side to tie up the Ducks, one apiece.
So that's his 6th of the season. Alex Ovechkin is in pursuit of goal number 48. Los Angeles and New York Islanders, last check, the Kings had rallied for a couple of quick ones. Tyler Toffoli, the last to strike. There's Washington's 2 goal scorers. Alzner, his 5th. Fair, his 19th. Zajac spoiled the party a little bit with a shorthanded goal in the 2nd. So you are all caught up to date as we begin period 3. Karl Alzner racing after Elias. Better than 1,200 games on his NHL resume. A 4-time Olympian, Patrick Elias.
And all over the record books in New Jersey when it comes to goals, assists, points. He is Mr. Devil.
Severson teaming up with Merrill as they maneuver through center. It's chiseled in by Elias. Braden Holtby in the cage for Washington again. Give him 17 stops and counting. Save percentage against the Devils this year. Locker is better than 96%.
Amazing, isn't it?
Glenn Cross drops. Kuznetsov closing. One more. Fine look there as Tutu hammered his check, drilling Marcus Johansson to the boards.
And it was Tutu that I think broke that up on the back check. That was a nicely disguised pass by Kuzi. And Tutu, I think, broke that up.
There's Tutu again defensively in good shape as Camilleri rolls through center.
He's their Masterton nominee this season for the New Jersey Devils.
Perseverance, sportsmanship, dedication to hockey.
He certainly changed his life around. You know, he's got a book out now. Barry Trotz speaks very highly of this player.
Johansson steps back through center. A pass for an unsuspecting Backstrom is claimed there by Mike Camilleri at the end of his shift. 90 seconds into the 3rd period with the Capitals leading the Devils by 1. The NHL on CSN. Joe and Craig upstairs. Al Koken's our rinkside reporter. It's the 5th and final meeting between these 2 division rivals. Up next for the Caps, they'll get Nashville, a matinee on Saturday, the same day that the Devils will be in Raleigh to face the Canes. Jelena pressured by Fair. Help comes from Fraser around to Boucher. On target to Bernier, bumped ahead. Gomez hooks, looks for a trailer. Wilson knew that was coming. Gleason for the Capitals will just sky this back to neutral ice. Jelena retreats. On the hand-to-head for Fraser. Tom Wilson chasing him down. Holtby gets into the act. Braden bypassing the forecheck there with a feed on for Chimera to clear in. Merrill gives chase. Michael Latta close by. Merrill on for Ruutu, and Tomo Ruutu will haul it back through center. Stretch here where Washington plays 3 games in 4 days. Back-to-back matinees on the weekend. Holtby will stop and snare in one move. Get some pushing and shoving here after the fact. Devils and Caps, none too friendly right there.
Orpik's been all over the place when it comes to hitting in this hockey game.
Thompson Creek with a window of opportunity. Alex Ovechkin playing with the kids from the Fort DuPont youth program, sneaking up on him at Kettler.
Yeah, he surprised them. 35 youth hockey kids from Fort DuPont. Joining them, Alan May and Brent Johnson, our colleague, led an on-ice practice. All fun, had some presents to give away, special gifts presented by Beats by Dr. Dre. The Caps were all over the place in their 4-day layoff.
Are you wearing those right now?
No, I don't have Dr. Dre.
Oh, really?
No, I want to
speak to number 8.
Yeah.
Speak to number 8.
Put in a good word for me, would you?
Promise to. There have not been very many penalties in this game, if at all. Mike Lego and Dave Jackson will let the boys play, but we see Josephson and Orpik in their respective penalty boxes.
So here comes 4-on-4 again. They scored the last time that they were in this situation. As you look at Mr. Lou Lamoriello behind the bench, one of the longest tenured general managers and presidents in the National Hockey League.
Sharing a word with Adam Henrique after the decision was made for Peter DeBoer to relinquish the head coaching role. This is Green on the go. You can see how well Washington has fared 4-on-4. Backstrom's pass deflected. A 4-on-4 goal tonight from Carl Alzner back in the first period. Larson settles. Moves it away. Green connecting with Steven Giunta.
And 4-on-4 is more about puck control and weaving, Joe. You're trying to get away from the man-on-man defense. So short little passes try to break down defensively the opposition.
John Carlson muscles Giunta down. Larson steps in, feeds it outside. Merrill keeps it on the perimeter. Giunta rotates to the front, and Holtby with a poke check, and then he'll cover there. Got that in the glove with Elias darkening his doorstep. Ovechkin, 1 against 3. Did not slip through Severson. Help comes for Washington. It's Kuznetsov. Turning wide. Yevgeny points it for Alzner. Bluffs the wrister, then fanned on it. Zajac goes 2-on-2 the other way. Camilleri with help from Severson. Mike Camilleri off the head fake. Pulls the trigger looking for the tip-in try there, and it was Alzner in the way defensively.
He doesn't take a whole lot of slap shots as Camilleri, and there just didn't have enough pop to get through those sticks and legs.
It's exactly the words of Braden Holtby earlier today at the morning skate when he was commenting about Camilleri. This is offside against New Jersey. Folks from the promo department, you can stay up to date on your favorite team. Download the new CSN Washington app today. Features breaking news, instant analysis, scores, and now video. You get everything Caps, Redskins, Wizards, DC United, and more. Now on the new CSN Washington app.
Some more scores around the National Hockey League. Joe B. There you see Anaheim trailing the Boston Bruins now 2-1.
Ever changing as the Rangers are thumping Ottawa north of the border. Tanner Glass the last to strike. 4 on the board for Carolina. That's a surprise over Pittsburgh. Alex Semin, the last man to tally for Bill Peters' squad. We're 4-on-4 at the tail end of it, about 3 seconds more.
Did you say Semin scored?
He did.
Wow. That has not happened a whole lot this season in Carolina.
I think it's happened 5 times now.
That's it.
It's a lot of money, doesn't it?
Yes,
just check it. Wait a second. Long wrister from Larson. Ooh, that caromed off the outside of the post. At the doorstep, they dig for it. It's washed out, no goal by referee Jackson. And you see the commotion in front of Braden Holtby.
Yeah, Henrique thought he had that puck as it squirted out. You cannot push the goaltender over the goal line and be it deemed a goal. And Henrique thought he had that loose puck as Trotz looks on. Mad scramble in front of the net. Everyone's going to look around. They're asking for an explanation. There's the Larson shot. Hits the man right in the chest and then off the post. But look at 14. Look at Henrique. And Joe, he was right at the right spot there. They're going to ask to see if this goes to review in Toronto. But here's the commotion. Watch Henrique. He should have had that right away. Holtby comes up with a fabulous stop and then is pushed into the net. We've got lots of looks here on Comcast Sportsnet, but what a stop right there. The puck lays there, then he's pushed back along with the net coming off its moorings.
The key point to make, the call on the ice from referee Dave Jackson was no goal. No goal was the call on the ice. You have to have conclusive video evidence to overturn that call.
Yeah, and Braden Holtby 929 when it comes to the save percentage against the Devils. They're still chatting about it in the referee's circle at center ice.
And nobody's on the phone just yet.
Nope.
There was no goal. The puck was underneath the goaltender and covered. It was pushed into the net subsequently. No goal.
Yeah.
Thank you, Mr. Jackson.
Yeah, the puck was covered. The goalie was pushed into the net. Therefore, no goal. The Devils are not going to like that. The Capitals will take it as they're still talking at the Devils bench.
Craig, I'm sure you enjoy when the officials like Dave Jackson give a detailed explanation like that.
Oh, it's the best. They've got to do that more for the fans and for us up here in the box. And Henrique saying, hey, look at the video again. Give us a break here, and he's not going to get it. By the way, Tobacco and ginseng for Henrique.
Thank you.
Okay, on his farm, his parents'
That's a
farm.
long time ago, but I think I remember what you're talking about.
I just wanted to clarify at the end of the second period.
That's usually followed up with, get him off the screen now, I'm done with him. Long shot here looking for the tip-in try of Tutu, goes wide of the cage. It's a 2-1 advantage for Washington. The Devils are getting their opportunities, and that scares me.
Yeah, they keep coming. They're not laying back. You know, sometimes, you know, mathematically they're still in the playoff hunt, but realistically not. But they still want to play hard. They've got their GM behind the bench. Why wouldn't you want to play hard?
Larson moves through center. He'll clear in. All the way around for Backstrom. Nicholas deals to Brooks Orpik as he puts this off the rink. Now the Devils are going to ask for delay of game, but it was deflected, so there's no delay of game. Craig, we're thinking about the playoffs. If they were to match up today, here's the way it would fall.
Well, we're playing them Sunday. That's going to be a playoff atmosphere up there. Rangers and Caps, Islanders, Penguins, Lightning, Red Wings, Canadian Senators. Hey, where are the Bruins?
Not at the moment.
No, they're not.
Not at the moment. Barry Trotz's team sitting at 39, 24, and 10. 88 overall points. Latta sets up for the draw against Swedish-born Josephson. Now Chimera will bend in and get possession for the Caps. Severson, a 20-year-old rookie from Manitoba, relieves some of the pressure, finds Josephson. His pass for Dinas Zubris, who will clear in. Dinas Zubris, 2 times a 20-goal scorer in Washington. This is now his 8th full season in New Jersey.
Has had a fantastic career. Remember, he broke in with the Philadelphia Flyers as an 18-year-old, one of the youngest ever to play for that franchise, and now has over 1,200 games in the books.
At the time, he was the youngest. 19 seasons as a pro for Dinas.
Amazing.
On the move, Eliash to the front. Was out of reach for Ruutu. Collared there by Latta. Help comes from Mike Green. Point position. Fraser with a wrister that goes wide, and Holtby swats the rebound away. Ruutu and Eliash get things coordinated to the slot. Gianta, good save there for Holtby. Ruutu pawing at Latta. Gianta, the last to be turned away. It's still 2-1 Washington. Carl Alsner back on the board for Washington.
And we were asking for secondary scoring. Well, Eric Bear chipped in. He's got his 19th goal of the season on a long-range shot that was unassisted. But the Devils, they're hanging around. Travis Zajac, his 11th goal, his second shorty on the Capitals' only power play in this game.
Corey Schneider and Braden Holtby, the netminders. Just shy of the 7-minute mark here in the third period. Capitals inching closer and closer towards a playoff berth, knowing how important the points are. After being idle for the last 4 days, they came out with some extra jump. They weren't able to bury the Devils, though. That shorthanded goal keeping New Jersey in it, very much so. And we're involved in one of those white knucklers, a one-goal game. Steven Gianta keeps it along the boards. Niskanen there, and we get the whistle for a stoppage and play. The faceoff's going to come outside as we look at the road ahead for Washington.
Well, it comes up Saturday afternoon against the Nashville Predators. We mentioned earlier a little bit of a rut they're in, but they always seem to perform well. 12:30, we're off to the Rangers Sunday afternoon at 3. Tuesday, the Hurricanes come to town. Then we start another roadie. Thursday at the Habs, Saturday at the Sens, Sunday at the Detroit Red Wings at the Joe.
I wonder if Ronald McDonald is still in attendance. He was earlier tonight. The Rangers have dismissed the Hamburglar, Andrew Hammond. They touched him up for 5 goals. He was yanked in the second period. Boucher towards the cage, a pad save for Holtby. John Carlson fencing with Gomez. There's Nicholas Backstrom bursting from the pack, but didn't get it clear.
And for the Hamburger, first loss in regulation, Joe B.
Let's just not call him Hamburger.
Burglar.
Thank you. They're throwing burgers on the ice, I understand. Turnover,
Yeah,
penalty
that's a
call
hold.
coming up,
Yeah.
though. Washington's going to be shorthanded. Schneider going to the bench. In here, Bernier right up the gut.
And Holtby makes the pad save as the Devils go to the power play.
Yeah, Capitals are going to be whistled, Mojo, for the hold down to the right of the goaltender, an offensive penalty. The Caps have to have a big penalty kill. So now a breakaway ensues on a nice passing play, and Bernier denied, trying to go top shelf. Here's the penalty. Notice the hand a little bit wrapped there. Mojo doesn't like it. No one likes it in the stands. Here's a chance. Notice 2D on one side. Someone's open. It's Bernier. Semi-breakaway, walks in, and just looks like it catches the cuff of the catching glove, Joe, and goes up and over the glass.
Big save there for Braden. Power play time now for the Devils. The Caps don't have a shot on goal this period. New Jersey's power play's ranked 10th. Booming drive comes there. It's armed aside by Holtby with a blocker. Severson scored twice on Braden when these teams first met mid-October. Severson gloves it down, steps in, feeds it cross rink. Severson settles.
Earlier on in the season, we were seeing Yager as the quarterback.
This is true. Deep slot wrister from Zajac, padded away. The follow-up from 2-2 goes wide.
And they had an empty net there, too. No one knew where the puck was.
Severson, nice speed. Zajac on through 2-2.
Yeah, the Capitals only had 3 guys out there. Brouwer finally got his stick back again.
The Henry pass blocked. Severson zips it wide.
And close to 45-plus seconds of zone time for the Devils' power play.
Severson playing catch with Zajac. Wrister on the way, blocked down and hit the screener. That was Henrique. Along the wall for the Devils, a man to the good for another minute. Josephson holding up. Stuff attempt for Henrique. Just sent it wide. Zajac takes it off the board. Severson is straight away. Great puck possession here. Josephson down low. Bang, bang. It's turned away by Holtby, and the rebound's played to safety by Niskanen.
They did everything possible as a power play except score. Good news for the Caps.
Josephson on the entry plays it off the wall. Carlson's the first man to it. And the Caps will clear. The shots on goal this period at the bottom of the screen, heavily in favor of New Jersey, you could say. On the go, it's Bernier. Pedaling into the offensive zone. He took a wrap there from Morphin.
And you see why the Devils power play better on the road than they are at home. Over 21% on the road. They're really good at retrievals here in their first power play.
Johansson will be set free in 9 seconds as this is cleared on down. So Verizon Center faithful are going to roar their approval. 3 shots for New Jersey on the man advantage, but they don't turn the light on.
And a minute 35 in the Capital zone against some weary penalty killers.
On the move, it's Nicholas Backstrom playing it on the flank there to Mike Green. Green steps in, drops it back to Backstrom. Mike Green off the boards, forced away by Elias. More than halfway home in this third period, it's a 2-1 Washington advantage. Backstrom slows the tempo to his liking. Green on the advance for Glenn Cross. Curtis Glenn Cross in his career. 6 goals in 8 games against the Devils. 3 this year when he was a member of the Calgary Flames. Mike Green off the window and out. Larson propels it back in over the head of Holtby. Green there for Washington, guns it along. On the move, Backstrom floats it right to Corey Schneider. Larson will turn. Andy Green. Pressure comes from Glenn Cross and Ovechkin. Camilleri didn't get it out. Larson will take his turn. Green ahead to Camilleri. Sprints through center for 2-2. Crossing over to make the play defensively was Niskanen. 5-on-5 they skate with 8:30 to go in regulation.
And one thing young players don't do, Joe, and you can hear it all the way up here, is communicate on the ice. You can hear both teams yelling for pucks, giving cadences, telling them where they're going, telling them where the forecheck is coming. It's all about communication, not only behind the bench, but on the ice. And NHL players, obviously the best in the world, do it every single shift.
Brooks Laich sends it wide of the goal locker as Carlson closes. John Carlson flushed out by Zajac. It was a Zajac shorthanded goal for New Jersey in the second period. Caps with strikes from Alsner and Fair. A 2-1 lead. Orpik will swing. Motor his way back through center. He'll distribute to Tom Wilson. It gets away from the youngster. Wilson, who will turn 21 this week. Carlson steps and fires right to the gut. of Corey Schneider. Chance for us to make our way to break. A 2-1 advantage for Washington, a physical game. And Brooks Orpik, not happy with the slash, throws a pretty good left. Never had much luck against the Devils in overtime. In fact, you got to go all the way back to 2000 to find the last time they beat them in the extra session.
In January, one of their coaches scores. Adam Oates against Terreri. Terreri goes down a little early, and Adam puts it right up and under the bar for the last Capitals OT win.
Let's hope we don't need overtime. Tonight's Caps 40th anniversary moment was brought to you by the Virginia Lottery. There's Adam Oates, former Caps player and coach. Part of the coaching brain trust for the Devils. As Mike Green turns away from Adam Henrique. Latta is there for Washington. 7:25 to go in third period play. No goals in this frame. Henrique moves it along. It's Elias turning off of Henrique's boot. Help comes from Steven Gianta. Henrique measured there by Gleason. On around it rolls. At a point position, Jelena was thwarted by Chimera. Latta chops at Gianta. Steven plays it on for Henrique on a wraparound backhand that was blocked. Mike Green for the Capitals has enough room to clear it ahead over the head of Jason Chimera. 6:40 with which to work in this third period. Gomez on the go. Pull-up wrister, no troubles for Holtby. Carlson sends it around, and it'll squirt back to center. Caps post-game live presented by your DC area Acura dealers will follow these festivities here at Verizon. Rob Carlin and Alan May are standing by for that. Andy Green moves it along for Bernier to roll ahead. Boucher was twisted around by Carlson, then hammered by Orpik. Orpik plays it for Eric Fehr, who for the moment has the lead strike for Washington. Orpik moves this thrust back through center with Carlson's help. Merrill will turn Washington away as Wilson gets into it with a sturdy hit right in front of the Washington bench.
And Latta's also in there. Both guys involved right in front of the door there. I don't think anything should come out of this. They should just separate the boys unless there's an errant punch being thrown or some face washes, which you can let them get away with.
Mr. Tutu's in there.
Yeah, sure he is.
Things rarely end quietly with Jordan close by. Chance for us to make our way to commercial break. 5:50 to go, regulation time. Tom Wilson, always looking for a big hit. He shows one to Boucher. Caps have a 2-1 advantage over the Devils. Messrs. Wilson and Tutu in the penalty box. 2 minutes each for roughing. Tonight's Caps player of the game, sponsored by the Palm Restaurant. We're going with Brooks Orpik.
Now look at that high hits there. 6 hits over 20 minutes. Plus he's a new daddy, so why not?
Entered to be the Palm Fan of the Month at thepalm.com/fan. Baby girl Harlow Lily, born to Brooks and Aaron Orpik. Third time tonight we've had a 4-on-4 situation like this after matching minors. The first installment treated Washington very well. Alsner at the 2:51 mark of the first. It's a 2-1 lead for the Caps. Nervous moments for Washington, trying to bank a victory at New Jersey's expense. Ovechkin crossing over. Alex Ovechkin settles and fires a pad save for Corey Schneider.
That's the best move that Alex has had in this hockey game. It's the first time that he got around the D on a great lateral movement. Best opportunity for Alex by far.
Travis Zajac sent to the boards by Brooks Orpik. Henrique for the Devils, looking for a passing lane. Just a little bit more than 5 minutes left in regulation time. 4-on-4 for another 112. Ovechkin, huge hit there. As he smacked down his Czech Severson. Finds Merrill. Back on top, it'll get away from the defender. Cross up Steven Gianta, too.
And what a shift again for Orpik. Notice the man-on-man the Capitals using in their zone. Once they get hooked on with a guy, they stay with him. Orpik was all the way at the blue line with Travis Zajac.
Marcus Johansson will leave it in his wake for Carl Alsner. He's in no hurry to leave the zone. 4.5 now. 38 seconds in the 4-on-4. Yevgeny Kuznetsov Breezing after Larson. Schneider will play it on around to Andy Green. Green with the puck for the Devils. The outlet to Gomez gets away. Mike Green takes Gomez to the boards. Caps have the puck. It's Kuznetsov with Johansson 2-on-2. They overlap. The back check for Elias wins him the puck. Tried to finagle through center there. Johansson wouldn't have any of it. A backhander stopped by Schneider. Loose to the doorstep. Help comes from Elias. 3:45 to go. 5-on-5 play. Gomez shimmies back through center.
He used a lot of shimmies, didn't he? Body and stick.
Mike Green caged in there by Camilleri as the Caps will clear it to neutral ice. Zelenov. That was an aerial pass with a tough catch for Zajac. Fair works wide, fires, missed it on the short side. Buzzed it past the ear of Corey Schneider. A la Craig Laughlin.
Why not? Sharp angle, go high. I learned that with Montreal.
That's your favorite shot.
Sure is.
Right off the ear.
Make sure they can see that going in.
Schneider will tee it up. Leave for Severson and then Zelenov. We'll keep our eyes on Corey Schneider. See when the Devils coaches will lift him for the extra skater. Camilleri gets the line and drops it on back.
That's an interesting drop pass, wasn't it?
Very unusual.
Over the blue line and dropping it back.
That's, I'm dead tired. I don't care where the puck is.
And I don't want to give the puck up.
Exactly. On the go, Josephson, a look-away pass. Defended well there by Brouwer. Ruutu helping. Omo Ruutu fed to the boards by Carlson. It's loose to the doorstep for Dinas Zubris. Backstrom there in good shape defensively as well as Carlson. 2:25 to go in the third.
This has been a very good line for the Devils. Their so-called fourth line. Every time they've been out there, they put on some pretty good pressure on the forecheck.
Ruutu, Josephson, and Zubris. John Carlson there hovering over the fallen Ruutu. Caps need to get it out of the zone. And that's an understatement. Ruutu left it there. And it's Alex Ovechkin striding back through center. Not going very far. Less than 2 to go. Schneider looking for instructions from the Devil bench. It'll be Alzner to swing. New Jersey out shooting Washington 28-22. Niskanen through center on the run. It's Fair getting it deep. 90 seconds left in regulation time right now. Along the boards, Fair was buried by Elias. He'll turn it around for Henrique. Moves the puck through center to Bernier. Bernier bottled up by Alzner. Elias pinned along the boards by Niskanen. As Schneider's to the bench, 6 attackers on in white. The net is empty for Washington. They lead by 1. On the go, Camilleri with an alleyway. Backhands one to the front. Timing play a little bit strong for Henry. 6 attackers on for New Jersey. Final minute of the third period. Niskanen finding it at his feet. Puts a lasso onto Bernier. Cleared off the boards, but not out. Henrique lurking behind the net. Keeps it hot for Camilleri. The pass down low. Gomez to the slot looking for Bernier. Broken up. Fair was there. 30 seconds left in regulation time. To the slot. They score! Bernier, point blank. It's 2-2.
Less than 30 seconds to go. It's a sneaky pass from below the goal line by the New Jersey Devils. Just enough to pull the left pad and toe of Holtby off the left post. Bernier gets his 13th of the season. Watch the play down low. Camilleri, then the pass behind to Gomez, and then in front. Here it is. Gomez has always been a sneaky passer, and there's Bernier as Holtby. Watch him look over his right shoulder there. Look at, he couldn't recover to get back in time. It's a goalie's nightmare when a player sets up behind the net. It's so hard to defend. Veteran play by Gomez to find that guy the tying goal.
Bernier turns 30 next week. Just the second time he's ever scored against Washington in 20 games. 10 of his 13 goals this year on the road as the Devils are whistled for icing a pulled goalie 6-on-5 goal, the 1930 mark, levels the count and stuns Barry Trotz's team.
Stuns the fans here. Another sellout at Verizon Center, and they are as stunned as everybody. John Carlson and the boys need 2 points. They need this win tonight. Doesn't matter if it goes into overtime or the shootout, they need 2 points.
They're getting some help, too, on the scoreboard out of town. LA beats the Islanders. Carolina is all over Pittsburgh. They're getting the help.
Yeah, they are.
Now they have to do it themselves. 10 ticks left. Elias crunches this one. Flagged down by Holtby. 4 seconds to go. Mike Green looking up. A long wrister that was snapped out of the air by Corey Schneider. Wow. Wow. One look says it all there. 60 minutes done. We'll bring you back for sudden victory overtime with the NHL on CSN. Capitals Overtime is brought to you by Geico, saving people money on more than just car insurance. Here at Verizon Center, where the New Jersey Devils tied it very late in regulation, Steve Bernier, the 1930 mark from Gomez and Camilleri, a 6-on-5 pulled goalie goal, stunning the Caps. As we will play through overtime now in Washington, D.C. Joe Beninati, Greg Laughlin, and Al Koken with you with the NHL on CSN. Locker, your voice on value from earlier tonight.
Yeah, all systems go. Not sure they were going tonight. I thought they had spurts of very good play in all 3 zones, but not a total 60-minute game with all systems firing on all cylinders. It's something you want to do with 2 days of practice. You look at all parts of your game. You try to get everything in order. It's the last 9 games of the season. You want to be finishing on a strong end of 9 games. I think I saw some positives, but also some not so good play here tonight.
Just the second time this season the Caps have surrendered a tying goal in the 60th minute of the contest. Ryan Strome did it for the New York Islanders. As we get set to start the OT, we share time with Al Koken.
Well, Joe, I can tell you right now, the busiest man on the Capital bench is equipment manager Brock Miles. He's changed out the skate blades on both Nicholas Backstrom and Alex Ovechkin stakes, and right now getting it done on Troy Browers. So whatever the Capitals do in this extra session, at least they can say they got a little fresh steel on the ice to get ready for this very important extra point.
Al, let's hope those are lucky blades that are going in.
And it's great that they can do them so quickly. There's Brox. He's got everybody's blades already sharpened. You can quickly turn the blade, take it out and put it in. Usually in the past, in years past, you'd have to take your skate boot off, go to the sharpener and get it done. Not so now with these quick blades. Right on and off they come.
See the records for these 2 teams after regulation time. And we touched on it in the 3rd period. The Caps have not beaten the Devils in OT in 15 years. Larson. Outside Zajac. Top side there for Andy Green. Drifter on the way from Larson, a pad save for Holtby. He left a huge rebound. Camilleri did not pull the trigger in time.
Yeah, they just about got their stick on that for their deflection. Capitals D have to take away the sticks here.
Ovechkin spins. Alex, the franchise record holder with OT game winners. He coughed it up. Camilleri moves back 2-on-2. We are in overtime at Verizon Center. Camilleri hot foots it into the offensive zone. Stick check there. Along the boards, down to the deep slot. No running room, well defended. Alsner was in Severson's way. Yevgeny Kuznetsov accelerates into the offensive zone. Spins. Matched up with Merrill. Kuznetsov tying it up along the boards. Breaks loose to the slot, just inches away from clicking there. Long slapper comes. Score! Niskanen sent it on the way. Kuznetsov was cruising in front. Washington gets the extra point, and it's huge.
"73 seconds in, the Capitals D have been very active in this hockey game. Niskanen the long-range shot. Kuzi should get the primary assist. Definitely a good screen in front of Schneider. Here the Devils can't clear. Nice backhand, by the way, by Carl. Here comes the slap shot, and that is definitely deflected up and over the catching glove of the goaltender. One more look. Niskanen shot right behind the referee. You see it elevated. It could be Kuzi's goal here. He's cruising, as you mentioned, Joe. It hit a stick. And I think it's Kuznetsov or number 7, their defenseman. That's the only guys around, Merrill. But the Capitals get the big 2 points.
A huge win for Craig, for Al, for all the men and women in the crew. Joe Beninati, thanks for your time. Join us on Saturday afternoon, 12:30 Eastern, folks. Remember that, 12:30 Eastern. It's the Caps and the Predators. Up next, Caps postgame live. Rob Carlin and Alan May standing by for that. Braden Holtby, another victory. Washington has 40 and counting, and now 90 points in the East.